Good afternoon, sweethearts. How y'all doing? Are you feeling the intensity? The roller coaster just got a loop added to it, if you will. Now we started to go backwards. For intensity purposes, anyways. Much is going on, sweet ones. Allow it to... really allow this stuff to be released. Choose your battles wisely, if you will, because there really truly is no battles. And really allow the old and the timelines to fall away, sweet ones. You know, a lot is coming up. A lot of it is for those who have been on the awakening journey for a while. It's not so much... Not all of it is yours per se, but a lot of it is the collective karma for those 7 billion that are not awake, that we are transmuting. How you doing, Jody, Sabrina, Adela, Emmy? Big hugs and blessings, sweethearts. How you doing, Michelle? So as these next few days intensity increases, sweet ones, really allow yourselves to not only purge and release, but really allow yourselves to become aware, if you will, because not all of them you have to participate in. I mean, they present themselves to you. Just be done with that timeline and collapse it. And how you do that is when it presents itself, I'm not participating in that timeline, and you focus on a higher dimensional timeline. That's how you do it. Oh, Adele, I haven't done a video today. I've really... You know, I'm going through a whole lot of downloads that I'm holding, if you will, for humanity until the eclipse. So not only am I going through an intense amount of upgrades, I'm also holding a bunch of downloads that will be released, if you will, through the total solar eclipse. It's really helpful to understand, sweet ones, that you've heard many of us say that this is a reboot, this is a reset. This total solar eclipse is at 0 point. Everything starts at 0 and returns to 0. And that's why it is so necessary, and why we are encouraging you, stay focused in your heart. Don't react to this physical outside world. Allow the contrast, the polarity, the separation, the duality to go. You already are oneness, sweet ones. You're not returning to oneness, you're returning to unity. And this total solar eclipse, the more you can release right now of the old, the higher light frequency you can use, you will maintain and you will hold. And the higher in frequency your new reality will be. And, in the higher dimensions, there is no contrast, sweet ones. It falls away from your perception, from your outer world. And who did I miss here? Hi, Courtney, Maureen Lone, Shamhu, Adela, and Lisa Kelly. Big hugs and blessings, sweet ones. So the intensity has started today. Many of you are finding that you're tired. Really pamper your bodies, sweet ones. Pamper your vessels. And allow yourself, your body says sleep. Allow yourself to sleep. And so... for myself, I'm finding myself up for a couple hours, and then I'm finding myself, I'll go lay down and nap and each time I nap for about an hour, and then my team wakes me up again. So really allow yourselves, to really release this stuff, sweet ones. You got, 4 days now? 5 days left? And how you doing, Kelly, Denise, Jamie, Dana? Big hugs and blessings. Your sleep is sporadic, sweet ones. That's completely normal. The nausea is completely normal. What did I miss? And the physical discomforts in your vessels are intense, sweet ones. Literally. And you're really, again, you're being recalibrated, you're being rewired, you're being upgraded, and in every moment, your choices are really, really crucial right now, especially on what you're focusing your energies on. If you are not feeling good, sweet ones, don't go around. I can't tell you what to do. I encourage you, if you are not feeling good, seemingly not feeling good, I would really encourage you not to speak that. If you are tired, I encourage you, rather than speaking, I am so tired. I mean, yes, it's necessary, to express what you're going through, but really observe how you're expressing it. Anything after the words I am, I have, is really manifesting it instantly for you. And by saying I am tired, keep me in secure mode, please. Thank you. As long as you say I am tired, that's what you're going to create more of. Yes, we understand that, the English language does not make it easy to express the ailments, if you will, that you're going through. However, right now you're in a space of mastery. Mastering your mastery, if you will. Mastering your creations and your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions. Now, you have the emotions from your mind programming. You got the emotions, that you create through your heart. And really right now, the only condensed darkness, sweet ones, truly is in your vessels. And that condensed light, that darkness, is the walls and binds and chains you have around your heart. And the more you can release those, the more you can allow light to fill your heart and allow your heart to become lighter than a feather. Allow those old to fall away. The more higher in frequency and dimensional frequencies you access, and you evolve yourself too. And the more out of the contrast, the outside world will fall. The contrast, the duality, polarity, yada, 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 will fall away. That is the collapsing, the converging, the merging of the timelines. And this whole entire week, especially today, Wednesday and Thursday, are going to be intense. Because everything that is not the highest vibrational love is being squeezed out of you and presented to you. If you're finding the need to still compete, the need to defend your truth, the need to sit there and give an opinion because of something in the outside world or something another in the outside world said, posted, whatever. If you are finding that need, observe thyself. Release that attachment. And just allow yourself to be at that 0 point. Because at 0 point is where you create something new. And so all that you're releasing, all that's coming up right now is, a lot of it is just giving you the choice to participate in that timeline or collapse it. And you have that power and you hold that power, sweet ones. And many are finding that the desire for peace is much greater than the desire for anything else right now. And that is the glory of the energies and the planetary alignments that we are being aligned with right now. Let me see what I missed here. How you doing, Desiree? I'm not sure who I missed. Let's see. I know they are all colors of life. The heart chakra is so powerful. My heart feels on fire in a good way. No, unless the fears get you. There's a lot of fear-mongering about the eclipse out there. Just trust. And there's a lot of fear. Again, sweet ones. When you cannot label something, give it definition that is going to assist you. Yes, there is a lot of fear-mongering out there. However, it's also helpful to understand that these people that channel, these people that connect to the and do spiritual readings and stuff like that, connecting to the divine. Truth is as fluid as the frequency you maintain, sweet ones. And so it's not necessarily so much fear-mongering, as you will also discover the higher in frequency you rise to, you evolve to, that your language changes. Because you come more aware of the sound vibration that words and the frequency that words carry. Not only that, the higher in frequency you evolve yourself to, you come to be able to understand linguistics a lot better. You come to understand that the English language, especially the English language, has been distorted and deliberately shortened, made longer, manipulated, if you will, to change the true meaning and frequency and vibrations and energies of those words. Let me give you an example. The word cult comes from the word occult. The mind programming that you have been enslaved in, those elite deliberately shortened that word, gave it a different definition from the true definition of occult. Therefore, it is really helpful to understand that, words are everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. And the higher in frequency you come, the more understanding you come from within, the more truth, the more clarity you get from within. So, as far as fear-mongering, you can label it as fear-mongering if you want. For myself, I look at it as this: everybody is on a different frequency. They're on a different timeline. And the only absolute truth in this world, on this planet, is peace. All other truths are as fluid as the frequency one maintains, and that truth will change the higher in frequency one goes. And so too does the clarity that comes with it. And, and that's really where it comes into: allow yourself not to judge others. Allow them the honor and the grace of being where they're at. Allow it to not be right or wrong in your perception. Because again, everybody is at their own vibration, their own frequency, and with that, their own truth. And that's why when if you're fine, especially with these energies, they're bringing up jealousy, they're bringing up frustration, they're bringing up irritability, they're bringing up where you still find the need to have to compete, where you still have the need to be right, to prove yourself, to be accepted, to bring awareness to yourself so you feel accepted. It's bringing up a lot of loneliness. And like I said yesterday in my video, along with that loneliness, is coming all of these. You're on your honeymoon. The masculine, feminine essences within you is on their honeymoon, if you will. And all of that lust, that passion, that desire for connection, that craving, if you will, that comes with that union within yourself of the masculine and feminine. Again, that's where I said yesterday, really, observe your choices before you make them, because all choices have consequences. And when you can really observe that, sweet ones, you're going to make this transition these next 5 days going up to this total solar eclipse, this reboot, this reset, much more graceful, much more gentle, and with a great more amount of ease, if you will. And again, I liken it to the roller coaster of freedom. And this is your freedom ride. And the more you can allow the weight, if you will, to be released, the more magical this ride is going to be, rather than intense and fearful. I would really encourage you, sweet ones, for those of you that are really nauseous, drink extra citrus water, eat root vegetables, darker greens. That's going to really help you, assist you through this process, anchoring this light in. And no, your heart is being, you know, like I've been stating, the more light you take in, the more your vessel expands. That goes with your heart, you know, your throat chakras. That's where a lot of this discomfort in your bodies is coming from, is the distortions, the illnesses, the aches, the pains. Keep me in secure mode, please. Thank you. And so it's because the light is bathing your bodies and it's expanding. It feels like you're having a heart attack. You can't breathe. Your organs are being expanded with the light. Again, the only darkness, the only shadow that exists is within your vessels. And the more light-encoded filaments that you anchor into your vessels, the more that condensed light that is labeled darkness and shadow presents its surfaces. And a lot of this has been healed, sweet ones. A lot of it, those who are just awakening, yes, it's showing you spaces within yourself. For those of us who have been on this journey that are in those higher frequencies, it's not so much that we're clearing our own issues, our own soul issues, if you will. Yes, there's some there. The majority we're clearing planetary and collectively. Karmic energies for the 7 billion that are not awake and who will not be awakening. And so really allow this with grace, sweet ones. Let's see what I missed here. It's like 103 degrees out here. I gotta go back inside. It's too warm. Let's see here. It is, Jody, I feel pregnant. Absolutely. The bloating, diarrhea. My goodness, there are so many symptoms going on right now. Your hearts feel like they're exploding. And the emotions that are coming up, sweet ones. I mean, just all the way around. Again, you're getting jealousy. You're getting a lot of control issues. A lot of that rejection, abandonment issues that are coming up. You're getting a lot of stuff focused on relationships. Your natural state of being is in union. However, any union that is created, constructed in the 3D matrix, if you will, has been created, made, manifested, and maintained in a conditional love frequency. And so the more you can allow that which was created in the 3D matrix to come to 0 point, those relationships, you are allowing that integration of the honeymoon. No, you go bark at somebody else. I'm busy. Thank you. You're going to find that... No. Don't work that way. You're going to find that... you're going to make this integration of this honeymoon, this waltz, much more graceful between you as you're going up to this 0 point. Now, the reason it is so intense is because, again, you're being returned to 0 point. And this eclipse is 0 point. It's 0 point between Aquarius and Leo and the eternal lovers, you know? And so really allow yourselves to 0 point this stuff when it presents itself. You don't need it anymore. Let it go. Forgiveness is crucial right now. Forgiveness of everything that you can even comprehend, label, define as shadows, as darkness, as condensed light, whatever label you want to give it. Allow it to go. Allow the duality, the contrast, the polarity whenever it presents itself to you. Observe thyself, observe thyself, observe thyself. And that will really propel you much more graceful into and through this total solar eclipse and the energies of this reset and reboot. It will increase in intensity, sweet ones, because the closer we get to this solar eclipse, again, the more we're coming down to 0 point. And whatever was constructed has to be deconstructed. And allow this deconstruction to take place. You know, liken it to you built a house, the foundation cracked, It's not able to be saved. It has to be torn down, and it has to be rebuilt. And that is what you guys are doing. You are tearing down your old houses, if you will, so you can build a new foundation. And you have been building that foundation through your hearts. Really observe, think with your heart before you speak, sweet ones. Words are powerful. Words are a promise to yourself. You think you're saying them to somebody else outside of you? You're saying them to yourself. And that is what you will create. So, before you call that person a name, before you get angry and tell that person to F off, or, accuse them of something, or whatever it may be, observe thyself. Think through your heart. Is it nice? Is it necessary? Will it cause harm? Is it belittling somebody? Treat others how you want to be treated. Do unto others as you do unto yourself. And forgive those that seemingly do you wrong. There is no enemy, sweet ones. There is only you. There is only aspects of you. And that is the true meaning behind coming in to unity. It means you honor, you see the divinity, the glory, the sovereignty, and even the darkest of the perception of you have of the darkest being or the darkest energy that exists. It is finding the glory. It is finding the divinity. It is finding and seeing the sovereignty in everybody and everything. And the more you can allow yourself to do that with whatever arises, including whatever happened, and I don't know the full story. I get it from Sky Command. I don't pay attention to the news, the radio, or anything else. I don't have it. And again, with this false flag attack in Charlottesville, my love and prayers and healing goes out to all that were involved in it. But find the glory in the divinity and the sovereignty in it, sweet ones. Because even those that you claim to be the darkest of the dark still have light in them. And the more love and forgiveness that we can grace them with, because each of us have been graced from our darkness. And when we can remember that and extend that same grace and mercy and forgiveness out to all, you bring that light and expand your heart even more. So allow yourselves to think with your hearts right now, going up into this total solar eclipse, this total reboot, this total reset, and really set yourselves free, sweet ones, so you can go into your new realities fully transparent, fully in love, fully in light, and fully in the magic of the glory of heaven that is bathing earth at this time. At this 0 point, sweet ones, you're tired, you're exhausted, we get that. So are we. So are we. And we never stop. Even in our dream time, we're on the ships. We're performing etheric surgeries. We're taking you up into the healing chambers. So, no, you're not alone, ever. You're never alone. And call upon your teams. You start getting off kilter. You get too emotional. You find yourself starting to attach to these old things that are coming up. Call upon yourself. Self, mighty I am presence, team, angels, guides, masters. Send a beam of light through me. Assist and raise my frequency. Assist me in balancing and harmonizing. We can't interfere, sweet ones. Call upon us and we are there. Really pay attention to your frame of mind when these things present itself. And catch yourself. Allow yourself to give yourself permission to set yourself free from it. You don't have to deal with it. and attached to it in the physical reality. You just got to be present with it and choose to no longer have it part of your physical reality at this space, sweet ones. For those of you who are newly awakened, yes, you're going to have to deal with it. The energetic behavior patterns will not go away until you change them, and you can only change them when you get down to the core issue. It's helpful to understand everything is tied in to abandonment, rejection, and unworthiness. And those are the major issues coming up. That again comes in the need to defend yourself, the need to be acknowledged, the need to compete, the need to prove others wrong or right, the need to defend your opinions, you know, to explain your opinions, why you do and say what you do. You know, let them go, sweet ones. Release it. Because you don't need it anymore. There's no opinion that matters, sweet ones, not even our own. You know, love is. And when you can see it for what it is, know it for what it can be, and transform it into that. In every given breath, in every given moment, that's how you create new earth. That's how you maintain that frequency and stay in those higher dimensions. And that is where duality, contrast, polarity, separation falls away. That's where people are like, no, you have to come back down here. No, I don't. No, you don't. You have done the inner work. You have raised yourself. You have evolved yourself to a higher dimensional frequency. And if they aren't there with you, that's okay. Honor that, sweet ones. It's okay. Not everybody needs to be on the same page as you. It's your story. It's not theirs. Why do you want them to write your story? You don't. You want to write your story. That's right. Snoopy's agreeing. So have a great night, sweet ones. Know that this intensity is going to increase. Know you're not alone. If you need to, reach out. For those who use crystals, I'd really encourage you to really do your if you use crystal grids in your meditations, I would really use some rhodonites and rose quartz. You know, sleep with it. Put some patchouli and lavender on your pillowcases at night. Patchouli is balancing. Lavender keeps all your chakras open and in balance. It'll help you through this. Take salt baths, sweet ones, and drink extra water with lemon. That's really going to help your vessel with all the distortions that are going through. And, you know, honor thyself and honor each other, sweet ones. And let the magic flow. And allow yourselves to be in love. Because you are creating the ultimate love story between you and the Creator. And when you come into that sacred marriage with the Creator, when you come into that love story, the total solar eclipse is what is going to start manifesting it into the physical for you. And that's why we encourage you to let go of the 3D grid. So you can actually now start seeing it manifest, because you're tired of waiting for it. Well, when's it going to manifest? When's it going to manifest? Now it's going to manifest. And that's why it's necessary to let go of the old 3D grid. So you can actually manifest that 5D grid. And, well, I got somebody knocking at my door. I love you, sweet ones. Have a great night. Big, big, big hugs and blessings. Bye-bye now.